as we move through the process of retopologizing the merged mesh or subtool that we just recently created, it begins to become a very situational type project. Now there are other directions we could have taken, but we did take this one since the subtool that we created is very simple. It's not like we're trying to create something very nice and elegant, so to speak. It is art. We can kind of go our own route in a way. But we want to start with a Z-sphere in order to do this. Now this is kind of quick, and I want you to try to follow along. It is not a very difficult process, but it can cause issues if you have high resolution subtools, and it is, I have found that PC versions tend to have a little more bugs in them in the version than say a Mac version of ZBrush. So bear with me on this and we'll walk you through it. We want to grab the Z-sphere in the subtools palette and basically bring it out on the canvas. I'm going to hold down Shift to try to lock it into place. We're going to hit T to start editing on this particular Z-sphere. Now this is going to be at the bottom of the feet, as you will see in a second, because our pivot point is at the bottom of the feet. You of course could have changed things if you wanted to earlier in the process. You still can technically bring your actual subtool into Maya because it's been decimated. It however may bog down the process, but we're going to open up the rigging and topology. These particular menus aren't going to be available any other time except for in your Z-sphere. We're going to select a mesh, and we're going to take Example Man. Now I separated this off instead of utilizing this one because it does wear down the processing power of the computer, so we're going to use this one instead. Alright, now I'm going to bring this character down by holding down the Alt on the keyboard. And this is our character. We're going to retopologize. It's going to be based off of this Z-sphere here. The first thing we want to do is we want to hit Edit Topology. And you can go in and out of the Edit Topology. I've always been skeptical when I first started learning how to do this. Could I do that? Is it going to mess anything up? Because if you know, like I do, ZBrush can be very fickle and just like crazy at times. So now we can actually retopologize this actual mesh. And I'm going to actually pause the video here in a minute once I kind of give you a general idea of how to do it. The first thing that you want to know is you kind of want to follow, especially hard edge structures, you want to follow the lines. And in the facial area, you kind of want to build your polygons and tries in a manner that fits the model. You can have, of course, n-gons, which are any number side polygon, like a 5-sided polygon. But you got to remember, Maya works better, and modeling looks a lot cleaner whenever you're utilizing those particular polygons. And game really only accepts tessellated models. So try to stick to a simple creation process. I am actually going to start off in the chest area and create my first polygon. And that's how you start it. You can actually go, and if you notice, I'm going to hold down, I'm going to zoom in really quick. I can hold down the Alt button and actually delete them if you didn't want it. Now one thing to know that I never knew until I started really playing around with this, whenever you hit delete and things start going haywire, you want to always go up to your, I'm trying to find it really quick, your masking, and make sure you clear the masking every once in a while, because what happens is some really weird anomalies that occur as you're trying to create your polygons. Like for instance here, you want to go back, you can hit the Command Z on your Mac pad. But we're going to walk through this. I'm going to let you take your time, learn the process of creating these particular polygons, and retopologize. See you in the next video.